Welcome back to Heartcore. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Abby.
And today we're doing something a little bit different.
Yes, we wanted to do a little mini album review of a newer album that just came out by one of, I wouldn't say like favorite artists, but like one of our well-liked
I feel
artists.
like one of our newer favorite bands.
Yeah.
In the past couple of years, we've become deeper fans. And it's kind of just been a little journey that we've been on together after seeing them.
Yeah, because we found them live. Like we had never heard of them before, and they were opening for Pierce the Veil.
It was
I
fun.
don't know if we've said who this is, but we're talking about Don Broco.
Yes. We're doing Don Broco Nightmare Tripping today. We're like, guess.
Yeah, we saw Don Broco open live for Pierce the Veil, and the energy was just absolutely
Unmatched.
nutty. Like, I haven't seen anything like that in a really long time.
Rob's crazy.
And honestly, not that many people like match up to them.
No.
To this day. They're one of my like favorite live performers that we've had the pleasure of seeing a few different times now.
And we just saw them a couple of months ago with Sachi 6. So it's kind of full circle. Like Pierce the Veil, one of our favorite bands, introduced us to Don Broco. And then Don Broco kind of introduced us to Sachi. And so it's just a little cycle that's been happening. Yeah, but Rob, truly, I feel like he's
a little maniac.
He's a maniac, and he's kind of mastered his craft. And the band has mastered their branding and like their ambiance they provide. You know what I mean? Like they're so them that it hurts.
I fully agree, and that's how I generally feel about this album too.
Me too.
Like I think that this album is a step in a different direction. Like I think it was a little bit more experimental than Amazing Things.
It's so
but
cohesive
it still
as a record.
Stays so true to them at the core. Like just chaotic. It's chaotic, and I feel like they are just a chaotic band, but like controlled chaos.
Yeah, I felt like it was like controlled and elevated. Like they just keep powering up, kind of. But with this one, like I don't know, this could be my favorite record from them, perhaps.
Oh man, I loved Amazing Things so much.
Is Amazing Things have Gum Shield on it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my record of their records currently. But like this one is,
it could top
it's like towing the line.
Like with some more time with it and more listens, like there's a potential, because I do think this is a really, really good album.
Yeah, me too.
And I do agree with your point of that it's like an elevated album, because it does kind of feel like a sister album to Amazing Things, because there are a lot of similar tracks, I think, but just
I have
slightly
a sister
different
track situation written down.
Oh, which one?
It's Ghost in the Night. It reminded me of One True Prince.
I have that written down.
Oh my gosh, because it gave me the same feeling.
Especially in the beginning. Like it just sounded super, super similar in the very beginning, and then it got sexier.
It was gorgeous. Who else did it remind you of?
Who else did it remind me of? I don't have anything written down, so I can't tell you off the top of my head.
It reminded me of Deftones. Like big time. It also was my favorite track on the album.
Okay.
Not by a long shot.
No?
No, because it was really hard deciding between the two.
What's your second?
And I have a feeling that maybe your number one is my number two.
Yeah, I have my top 4 favorites. I just don't really have them ranked in this moment. I can't tell you.
That's okay.
I can't tell you like a super strong opinion. Ghost in the Night is super, super up there, and I'm kind of guessing it would probably be my number one, because One True Prince is my number one.
Yeah.
And it gives me those same vibes, so I think that could probably be my future number one.
Yeah.
But then I think my number 2 would probably be True Believers.
That's my number 2 as well. Like by a long shot. Like I think that number 1 and 2 could go back and forth depending on the vibe that I'm going for, since they are total opposites, but yet they fit so perfectly together on like a record.
And I thought that about the whole album. Like the album flowed so well, because the way that they had it set up is it would be like a soft song, or it'd be like a really heavy song, and then they would have like a couple like softer songs, and then another really heavy song. So I liked the way that, you know, it really like punch you, and then you'd have like have a second to breathe, and then
it was
like
a fun
experience
flow.
some other things. Yeah.
But it was like a seamless flow nonetheless. But I don't know.
True Believer was just so sick.
Was
Sam sounded
that collab
sickening.
is sick.
Getting some bleghs in there is just,
I literally wrote down the bleh. I was grinning ear to ear.
Yeah, I mean, that's just something that I didn't expect from Don Broco, you know?
Yeah.
much more metalcore than I think that they have given in previous albums. This is definitely their hardest album for sure. And I love this direction that they're going. I think it's a lot like darker and I don't know, more experimental. Like there were other sounds in it. Like while they did go super hard in certain sections, they also, I don't know, did some like funky sounding things too.
Yeah, which I feel like is really true to them, like to be a little bit like off the grain and like
and funky. Like they have some like electronic in there. Like they have
like extreme electronic in Pacify Me. I was just like the very beginning intro, the I was like, this is Rave Me circa 2017. Like to me, for the rave heads out there, like I said that it was giving Nightmare or Boombox Cartel, which you probably don't know them, but Nightmare used to be like one of my favorite DJs. And he used to sample this song all the time that I swear was just like the intro of Pacify Me. And also Pacify Me was my number 3. Yeah. It like really grew on me. I was like, this is such a like an earworm.
Yeah. My number 3, and like I don't know if this is a hot take, but it is the title track.
Oh, that with Nickelback.
With Nickelback. Yeah. I thought
really?
it was
That's
such
so
a
interesting.
fire collab. I was so shocked. But they went so well
hard
together.
Yeah. No, it was fun. It was a fun track.
I don't know. I love it. I think that the soft vocals from Nickelback sounded so gorgeous. And I think it was like mixed together with like, I think Rob was doing some soft vocals and I think it had Matt and they were doing soft vocals as well. I think it just sounded so pleasing to the ears. I don't know. It surprised me how much I want to keep listening to it.
See, it's funny because I really do like Nickelback and I listen to them, every so often and whatnot. Like I know I would say I know 70% of Nickelback's discography, honestly. But I put this in the middle, like at 6 for me, just because it wasn't quite there for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did like it. Like I thought it was really fun. But speaking of Matt's vocals, I thought that you would extra like Pacify Me since I feel like he's most of the vocals on that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the whole chorus. I mean, pretty much when it says Pacify Me.
Yeah.
That's him, I think.
I love Matt's vocals. I think he sounds like an angel. Yeah, I didn't rank the entire album. I just wrote down like what my standout songs were to me.
I think Cellophane is still a standout song too.
I know it's really tough because I would say there's like 6 standout songs to me. Yeah. But I don't want to just
it was a really good album. Record in total. Like they've really found their voice and like their lane and like I can feel like they're running with it. Did you see like the live footage of Rob performing True Believer?
No.
Oh, I just saw it today. And he gets in the crowd. I think they're in London.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, you better do this at every stop.
Yeah, whenever we see you, you better still have that same energy.
The energy was crazy. And also,
which I bet he will.
I bet he will.
But getting into the crowd is just,
it's next level. It's elite. It's so memorable.
Yeah.
You can't top it.
You really cannot.
And you can't do it all the time because then it makes it less special.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. But I hope he does it for us one day.
Yeah.
Because that would be really, really fun. The last venue we saw him at, that would have been a perfect place to do that. Who knows? I feel like they're moving on to bigger and bigger stages. So I don't know if we'll get to have a moment like that.
I think the last time that we saw them was the most intimate setting we will ever see them, unfortunately. Which like is great for them. Like they're only going to blow up.
Yeah. And we want that for them.
First world problems of like not being able to see them in an intimate setting.
Setting. No, I just thought this was a fun record.
I did too. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, I just wanted to say one other thing about The Corner. That's what I have at 5. And when they say The Corner, you know how I like when they say the song name in the song? Do. It actually brought tears to my eyes because I just thought it was so special.
Wow.
There was just something about that whole song that I felt like it was the sappy one of the track.
I like that so many of their songs have like true meanings. Like, they have some songs that are just like wacky, you know, and like they don't have to have a lot of meaning. And I think that there's totally room for both of those on one album, which I love. Like they have songs that are super political and then they have songs. Yeah. And then they have songs that, it's just like them like messing around on
crazy.
stage. And I love the juxtaposition of both of those. And I like that they include it on one album because I do think that's true to them because that is true for like Amazing Things. They had both of those. And so I'm glad that they're sticking with that.
No, me too. Like I want to always see some wacky lyrics from them. It makes them them.
Yeah.
But
I also want to see them like standing up for like what they believe in and like putting that messaging out there.
No, that whole song was truly sickening. And it makes me want to listen to more Architects since I like don't know a whole lot.
Yeah, me too.
And, you know, I didn't love that first Architects song that we listened to on the channel, but I have listened a little bit more because I'm considering going to the show and to see Alt, really. But because of that song, I would like to dive deeper.
Yeah, I mean, everyone said on that song that we listened to is it
wasn't the right song.
Pick the right song. Yeah.
So, misstop. Next time. Well, guys, let us know what you guys thought about... Sorry, hold on. Well, guys, let us know what you thought about this album. If you have any favorite tracks, throw it in the comments below.
Yeah, or what's your least favorite track? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to show our button some love, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
See ya.